like that. But he got him through that Millsap man. So
This is
Grandpa's daddy.
yeah.
And he had two sons. And one was named Henry Millsap and Webb. That's who I named Webb after. So
Did you know what Grandpa's daddy's name? Did you know what his name?
no, I never did know. I saw that name, but I never did know his name. He would come out to when I nurse's house every time, but I never did know his name.
Did you ever know his wife's name?
No, I didn't never see his wife. But I know when we go to Hazelhurst, always see them brothers, Henry and Webb. Henry Webb was a good lawyer. That's just the way old man Lewis got that place. We had another family live close to us, and they would have surveyors, they used to survey land off. And that old man, well, was going to have a lawsuit. And he would, every time they'd have a lawsuit, he'd have his bunch to tote the flag or line or whatever it was. And when he'd get to a corner, he would have his people to either set that star back, that was the cornerstone, or either he could put it up. He could gain or lose, but he'd always put it up so he could gain. And that old man, well, let me see what, I can't call his name right now, but Dawson know it. No, these girls that used to stay with me, she know David's name. I asked them did they ever know their people, old people, and they didn't know nothing about their old people. But I believe that was their old people who used to have lawsuits with. But they didn't know nothing about their people.
Who built the log house for y'all?
But that log, yeah, that was a log house. We moved in up there next to that old store.
The log house was from Uncle Tom's house across there from Uncle Homer's.
Oh, well that's the house we first moved in.
Yeah.
That was old man Henry Hanyard's place.
Oh yeah.
That was.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Old man Henry Hanyard's place. But then when we moved there, they built us a little house with tombs right down the branch. We had a branch between them.
You built a house down from Grandpa's and the store.
Yeah, and it's not far from the store. And do you know, I can think about it now. I couldn't think them like I can now. It's the money buried there at that old store.
Yeah.
We used to farm there when we first married, and theirs was proud. The old store set right off there, and they had a fence around it right off here, not far from the porch. It had long porch on it, and if I had to go out at night I'd go out when I got about halfway to that store. Sometimes we wouldn't have no kerosene or something, don't run out. And I'd have to go to the store to get some. And when I'd start and get about halfway there, them hot steams would eat me up. You used to wear my money, boy, it'd be hot steam. Just burn you like fire. And so, every time I go there, that hot steam was following. And I said, how come you don't plow right up that close by the porch? He said, I can't plow up there. I said, how come you can't? You plow over here? How come you can't plow? He said, every time I get near that place, my plow jumps up out the ground. See, I can't, it won't stick down there. Well, I didn't know then, but now I know that was bound. How come he couldn't plow that? So I had a dream about it after we left there. And It's money there. It's money all around there.
Yeah.
Our house where we live, it was it's something like a ditch, but it wasn't deep. It was wide, about that wide. And run from the house right up under the house, down to the little creek, little branch was down. And I'd go out there and milk the cows that night. And oh, them hot streams would eat me up. But do you know, I had some whole lot of ground that I fixed. And I had him to plow up, and I made a garden around it. And where I got that garden, we used to have a whole lot of little willows down in the kind of damp place, and it grew up. And I had learned how to take some willows and plant them together and make picket tops. So I made me a great big garden. We moved on the place. The man that raised, that was after this time. The man that raised, what you call him? I can't call his name right now. But anyhow, he died. He had a great big old hole, fat one, and he went to cut some grass that evening. I was turning, and he said, Willie, he said, give me a drink of that butter, that cream milk. I went and got him some cream and glab and mixed it together and gave it to him. He said, I ain't talking about that. I want some of that milk out of that churn. I said, oh, and I gave him some of that milk. And he got the sack and went to cut reeds for himself. Oh, and he said to him, oh, look like it made words, me it got on my nerves. And I said, you better go and see about this old man. And he went over there and he didn't say no. And this old man had died from cutting them weeds. He picked up some weeds. He didn't have none of his sack on. And after that, we moved from that place to another place, but I don't know where. So we didn't have no good time. We didn't have no good time. But after all, we finally got off on all of that, and we had a good time. When we moved back up to the old place, and so after we moved back up there, all them Spencer girls were teachers, and when they get ready to go to school, they would come there and every dress that I had or blouse or whatever it was, they would get it. And I got so I was watching. And I ain't gonna let you have this, I ain't gonna let you have this. And they said, oh, let me have it. They wanted everything I had. That's like something decent to wear. And I never could keep no clothes to wear, because they would steal. So, went on time. And she went down there. This was Maggie. Yeah, this was Maggie. She went down there and she had a boyfriend while she was down there. And when they got ready to go, that heel so hurt. And when she got ready to go home, school was out. And her mama was there. I was there. And this boyfriend told her she wasn't going to leave. She wasn't going home. And he had a pistol. I didn't see it, but his mama, she told me, and his mama told me. And he had been. She was just crying. And she stayed close to her mama. And finally he gave up and let her come home. But he had got her pregnant. And I don't know what happened, but anyhow, I never did see the baby. And Ola, she had a boyfriend, and they was supposed to be kindergarten. Her my grandpa's side. And Dennis was black as Ace's face, but he was nice looking. And she married him. And he, one day, they looked up and here come Dennis back with a wagon load of things. And told, he said, here she is. He said, I told you, if I couldn't do nothing with her, I'd bring her back. And she was crazy. And when she come back, when we found out she had the bad disease. And I went to church one Sunday and I got it in behind her. I said, Alice, you ought to shame yourself if you get me. I said, she's sick now, and she goes, no, I ain't going to see. I said, well, you got a baby? He said, ain't none of my baby. I said, well, who is it? He said, I'm going to tell you. I ain't never had that soul on me. He said, I lived upstairs on an apartment. I know what you're talking about now. I know what upstairs apartment is. And he said, that's the reason I brought her back home. Said, every time I come home from work, he said, I had to go downstairs and get her and make her cook me some tea. Said she was always downstairs playing cards. And said, that's what she got, and she pregnant. Said, ain't none of my child. That's what she got from downstairs. Said, 'cause she stayed down that day and night. But it locked on and locked on. And
Who was that? Or
Maggie.
Maggie.
And so that baby was born and raised up. He got a big girl, and she would come up and play with my children, all of them. But my children were a little older than her, and they thought that son rose sitting that Maggie little girl. And she come over there and play with the children, and she's mean. She'd always fight them or bite them or do something to make them cry. So one day she come over there, and my children, I say, when she tells you she's going home, I said, don't y'all beg her. I said, y'all just tell her going home, then they go on. So that's the way they did. And so when she come back the next time, and she said, I'm going home. She wants the children to beg her to stay. And so they said, go home. We don't care. Go home. And she said, next time she come back, she said, don't tell me to go home next time. Next time I say, it said, you just tell me, please don't go. Please. But anyhow, they grew up and they always felt the sunset. Oh man, Lewis and then that's what I'm talking. Her grandpa and grandpa. They all
Okay.
we moved that was in Arkansas. We moved from Mississippi and Arkansas. And how come we moved from Mississippi? The boll weevils come. And the boll weevils, in the morning soon, you get up there and look out in the field, and the field appears to be lit up with white bugs. And when the sun comes out and shine, all them blooms will fall down on the ground. And we couldn't have nothing. Because the cotton would have gradual stalk over nothing on it but just that stuff. Because them blooms, them boll weevils had knocked all the blooms. So I looked at my mama. She was living in Arkansas. And I told her we didn't have nothing. We didn't have no cotton and no nothing to live on. And she will answer me back and say, come on to Arkansas. He said, there's plenty of cotton. Said the field is just white cotton. He said, come on, and they're paying $2 a hundred. But I never could pick no cotton. But Ellis could pick up. I'd do all I could. Dang and Ed and all of them. They'd pick, and I'd pick. I wanted to pick that cotton that way so bad, but I just couldn't pick it. So after a while, the man that run the place, he said he was going to move. He said, I'm going to move. And he told all the hands and tenants to come up to the store. He had a big old store and a gym. Come on up to the store. And he said, I'm going to give all of them $20. And all the time, he give them all $20 apiece. I went up there and got mine. So, after a while, he told them all to come up to the store. Because he was fixing to leave. And said, anything that you want, come up to the store and get it. You won't have to pay for it. So, I went up there. I got all the children's shoes around first. And 2 pairs of stockings and socks. All of them. So, when I went back, I got to get him some clothes. And I went to get some clothes. I get so many yards. He said, why you, the clerk said, why don't you